Well, there is a new view along the seawall in Duluth. Today, the first cruise ship, take a look, the Viking, made its way under the lift bridge and docked at Duluth's waterfront by the deck. City leaders and community partners held a press event to highlight the major milestone, celebrating the new front yard to the city. The $22 million waterfront plaza was a vision years in the making with city, state, and federal partners. The goal is to expand tourism to include the waterways and to give visitors that port city feel and experience.
We will connect the medical district to the entertainment district, to Canal Park, to the deck waterfront, to Bayfront, to Lot D, and then to the Lincoln Park Craft District.
Now, these cruise ships will become the heart of tourism on the waterfront, bringing in, listen to this, $10 million in economic benefit to the city and 60 jobs. So far this year, 9 cruise ships of the Great Lakes are scheduled to arrive and depart from Duluth's port.